And welcome to another Cheat Meal Monday. And today's Cheat Meal Monday, I'm sharing a recipe that's handwritten by my mom. I hope you stay tuned to see what it is. Hi everyone, and welcome to another Cheat Meal Monday. Many of you do not know, but my mother was a very good cook. Now, none of her food was gourmet or extravagant, but it was always down-home cooking. My mother knew her way around the kitchen very well, and I'm drawn to the memories of sitting at the supper table. We always sat at the table, and we always had a prayer, and we always ate very well. Today's recipe is called chicken etti, and this is one of my mother's favorites and one of our favorites as well. So I'm going to share with you the recipe. My mama's chicken etti calls for 1 pound of spaghetti cooked and drained, 4 cups of cooked cut up chicken, 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of cream of celery soup, 1½ cups of milk, and 2 cups of chicken broth, and a small amount of chopped onion, and 1 pound of Velveeta cheese, more or less according to your taste. We're going to combine all of these ingredients and we're going to bake it in a casserole for about 1 hour, and that is uncovered at 350 degrees. So let's go step by step in this very good casserole. If you do not like chicken, which one of my subscribers' husbands do not like chicken, you can substitute this for ham. You can also substitute this with turkey. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is cook 1 pound of the spaghetti. So right now I have my spaghetti and I'm going to cook it, and I will get back to you when it's all cooked and we're ready to add the other ingredients. Alright. So in my stock pot, I added the 2 cans of mushroom soup and the 1 can of celery soup. And I added 1½ cups of milk. And I want to share something with you. Here I realized I didn't have enough of milk. And this is why it is so important to have a pantry. I had some evaporated milk. Now this evaporated milk is just as good with cooking. And I was able to add this and make my full 1½ cups of milk. So we're going to put 1½ cups of milk in with our cream soups. And we're going to stir it. To that we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth. Then to that it says 1 pound of Velveeta cheese. Now I did not have a whole pound of Velveeta cheese. I have some cheese that I had canned, and I have some cheese that I had frozen. It is Velveeta, so I don't have a whole pound of it, but that's fine. You don't need a whole pound of it. It says according to your taste. And then at the Dollar Tree they had another cheese sauce packet. I quick grabbed that, so I had that, and we'll put this in with it as well. You can use shredded cheese. You can really use any cheese you want. The reason why it calls for Velveeta cheese is because it's so creamy and it's easy to melt, and when it melts it doesn't melt in strings like some cheese can do. Right, so we have all of our liquid ingredients together. Then it calls for 4 cups of chicken. Preferably 1 pint of canned chicken is 2 cups. So I have 2 pints of it. If you don't have canned chicken, just any kind of shredded chicken will do. So if you want to cook your chicken the day before, that would work out really great. But when you have canned chicken, it makes a meal really quick. So we're going to add our chicken to our wet ingredients, and it's all a matter of putting it together. So I'm going to heat this on the stove till it's good and hot, and then when I cook the noodles and they're finished, we're going to bring it all together, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in the casserole. So we have all of our sauce that's heated up, and hopefully you can see this very well. Everything is heated up nicely, and the cheese is all melted. And now we're going to add our 1 pound of spaghetti noodles that are cooked. Make sure you have them drained very well. You do not want any water with your sauce. So we're just going to pour our hot noodles in with our warm sauce. And now we're going to stir it all up. And it looks really, really good. We have a casserole dish that is also greased. Now this is going to be baked uncovered. So we're not going to have this covered. And we're going to pour it into our casserole dish. There, my friends, is the casserole dish. So it is very full. I'm thinking that this casserole is too full. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour it into a bigger casserole dish. My mama didn't state what size dish it is. So I'm thinking it should be in a 9 by 11. And I was going to edit this part out, but I thought, no, I'm going to show you really what life is really like. So we're just going to pour it into a bigger casserole dish, and I think I'm going to be happier in the long run with that. Okay, so now we have it in a larger casserole dish, which you can see is a lot more room. So I'm guessing it's going to be a 9 by 11. You know, that's one reason why when you write recipes down, my mama knew what size pan it should be, but she didn't write it down. So she never thought about what would happen in the years gone by when she no longer does any cooking and she's not able to communicate with me. So it did call for some onions, and I don't have onions right now, but I do have a little of my spice mix that has onions already in it. So I'm just going to omit the onions and just sprinkle some of the sauce, some of the mix on it. Also, it doesn't call for cheddar cheese, but I always put some shredded cheese on top. So I'm just going to sprinkle some cheese on top. It's not really going to hurt anything. And like I said, it doesn't call for it. But I had a couple of these little packs that really needed to get used up. So we're just going to sprinkle some of my shredded cheese on top like that. There you go. You're going to bake it at 350 for 1 hour. And I'm going to show you, of course, what it looks like when we're finished. Also, I wanted to share with you, I made a tossed salad. Tossed salad seems to always go well with anything that has pasta with it. And so tossed salad would be very good with a dish like this. Also, if you want your children to eat vegetables, peas would be great. Peas and chicken always go well together, or carrots. So we're going to bake this at 350 for 1 hour. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to have a nice meal together. For those of you who would like to hear the recipe once more, I will repeat it. It is my mama's chicken etti. 1 pound of spaghetti, cooked and drained well. 4 cups of cooked cut-up chicken, or turkey, or ham. I used, of course, the chicken. 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of cream of celery soup, 1½ cups of milk, 2 cups of chicken broth, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I omitted it because I had it in my seasoning mix. A small amount of onion, which I omitted it because I had it in my seasoning mix. 1 pound of Velveeta cheese. Now I didn't have a whole pound. That is to your preference, and my mother stated that. Combine all your ingredients and heat it up, and then add the heated spaghetti noodles. Pour into a casserole that's greased and bake at 350 till hot around 1 hour uncovered. So there you go, my friends. I'll get back to you when this is finished. Okay, my friends, and this is my mom's special chicken etti. And here is some tossed salad that I made to go with it. So let's break down the price of the chicken etti. The noodles were $1 at the Dollar Tree, but I used half a pack, so that was 50 cents. The 3 cream soups were $1 each. The cheddar cheese was about $1.50 in the cheese and altogether, and the evaporated milk, of course, was 50 cents. And the chicken was 39 cents, and I canned 80 pounds of that this summer. So you can see that it's really a very frugal meal. And the salad was frugal as well because I got all of my things to make my salad from the outlet discount grocery store. So, I hope you try my mama's very special chicken etti recipe and let me know how you like it. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Taking the time to say thank you for your support in my channel. And thank you so much for watching my videos. We'll see you guys tomorrow.